Hello everyone, welcome. Euthymia of Muse Medicina here. It is time for our Thursday Thunder reading. Thursday, Jupiter's day, about grandness, expansion, gifts, why we've come, how we are here to offer our gifts. A few housekeeping things. I have started doing every Wednesday, a Wednesday Wellness Holistic Platica. This is going to be a medium, a forum where you can submit questions by email, eutimia@gmail.com, and I will pick a few of them to be answered. You get priority if you're signed up for my Patreon, which I will be updating soon, and that is patreon.com/musemedicina. Please be respectful of my time and my labor and only ask questions. You get 1 or 2 sentences of a question. What do you think about XYZ? Please no full, this is my issue, this is how long it's been going on. That takes a lot more labor, and I ask you to kindly make an appointment with me for that. You can find my appointments in my link tree. It's a consultation about any kind of health issue, which I can give you a Chinese medicine, curanderismo, and lineage clinical practitioner perspective on. But please let me give you my full time and attention by reciprocating my energy, my expertise, my student loans, etc., and booking an appointment with me there. Okay, Thursday Thunder is a free offering for you, but you are welcome to reciprocate at Cash App Muse Medicina, at PayPal eutimia@gmail.com, and Venmo eutimia-montoya. I also would love any shares and poems, any testimonials, any love you've got for me, as it helps me thrive, it helps me move. I'm a little uncomfortable in this, like, hey, woo, 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 but I got this really cool jumper from my homegirl, and I'm just trying to, I ain't gonna be like this forever, so I'm doing what I can now. I hope you enjoy. Euthymia, that's my name. I was named for my great-grandmother, who was a full-blood Picuris Native American from northern New Mexico, who married a redheaded Spaniard, just part of my lineage. And I was given the healing ways in the home. So I've been doing a lot of healing work my whole life, starting with my maternal grandmother and continuing with myself. I've recently been doing a lot of personal healing work with a healer here down the street from my house, who's an amazing practitioner in his 60s, a Black man by the name of Glenn, who is open to seeing other patients. So if you guys are in the Denver area and you want to get with my healer, who I highly recommend, send me a DM, I'll let you know. And if you have questions for Wednesday Wellness Holistic Platica, please email me, eutimia@gmail.com, 1 to 2 sentence questions about a thing, okay? No long histories about all your issues. Book an appointment with me for that. Word. Okay, so here we go. Let's get to the reading. Today we are going to use Santa Muerte. This is just the deck. The deck. All right, so go ahead and ask the guides your questions. Ask your helpers to help you. Ometeo, Great Spirit, Tonkashila, Yemaya, all that is good, all that is sacred, all that is love, all that is truth, our highest, most oriented toward our purpose, true selves. We ask your presence here today. Thank you for bringing us. Great Spirit, I ask that our angels, that our guides fly around us in a protective barrier against any huchas, energies, entities that are not here to serve our highest good. I command you gone now. I call upon the energy of the butterflies, the great migrations they undergo, the great transformations they undergo, that we may too be able to dissolve ourselves to become anew, to shine, to fly, to be in beauty. Great Spirit, I call upon the energies of waterfalls, of rushing rivers, that we may be cleansed and cleaned. Great Spirit, I call upon horse energy, movement energy, charging energy, chariot energy, that we may find ourselves in our purpose. I ask that any of our personal prayers for the good of all are answered now. I love you too, Feather. Hi, comadre. Ooh. Okay, that's enough for this deck and Creator. Creator said, Muse. Do the Muse. I really love this deck. It's super femme. You guys should still be intending on yourselves, connecting to your guides. Call upon our honorable ancestors to be here with us now. May we be guided in a transformative way toward our highest truth and our highest offering to the collective at this time. Oh, Mateo. Okay. Make sure you're all staying hydrated. Okay. 6 of materials. This is the 6 of Pentacles. Chihuahuas, though, they have like a vendetta against the world. I can relate. Okay. Check this card out. Full of joy and mirroring of the self. So this came up really strongly in mine and Charmaine's new moon ritual this last time. Comadre Charmaine led us through 3 paths, and the last path was the joy place, where we find ourselves most joyful. So this is asking you to really look at your joy. And when I say your joy, I don't mean like what is perceived joy, right? Like, oh, we're supposed to have fun if we go out to the club. Not that we're doing that because of COVID, right? Or we're supposed to have fun if we drink alcohol, but then we end up getting way too drunk and hungover the next day, right? This is like, where were you when you were a child and you were most content and happy? What did that bring to you? Okay, this is really about self-reflection. 6s are about flow. 6s are doubled divine trinity, double the dance. So the dance of foundation, the foundation of dance. And I don't just mean your body, but this is very much so also speaking to the movement of your body. A call to remember that all of our ancestors, no matter where we were from, were earth-based people with ritualistic traditions that centered our bodies, whether this was adornment, whether this was actual dancing, whether this was drumming, whether this was what do they call it, body modification, tatuaje, if it was like ink, or the braces on the neck, or the rings in the lips, or the piercings. Okay, this is about really tuning in to the embodiment of your joy. And what does that look like for you? So I'm going to take a moment. I ask everyone here to take 3 deep breaths. And now, whatever you see, what does embodying your joy look like? And now I invite you, after this reading is over, or when you go outside or whatever, to give a nod, take a step in that direction, okay? This is the 4 of Wands. Okay, so this was a upside down card, and I like to read upside down cards. Sometimes it's very clear, it's like the antithesis of what the card means, but sometimes, and most times, it's like a suggestion, like, hey, look at this, what do you think of this, can you do this, in an invitation. Okay, so fours are about foundation, wands are about creativity, inspiration. What's your creative spark? Okay, and you can see very clearly this card, she's like at a festival. She's like the farmer's market lady who has all her magic stuff. She's selling flowers and potions and being all beautiful. So this one being upside down is a call, and this really speaks loudly to me personally, is a call for us to set up our station of inspiration. Okay, like so many of us are like, and I want to shout out Mosaic Eye right now, the comadre hermana Chetna, and her abundant creativity class, which I'm currently enrolled in. Thank the great. Basically something, she's like, you need to do it every day, right? What gives you inspiration? What makes you feel creative? What makes you feel inspired? It's not just going to fall out of nowhere in a messy house without a place to do it. Could, but you have more probability of going to the places in your own psyche, in your own experience, in your own spiritual space that offers you this inspiration if you set up a place for it, okay? An altar, for instance, is a portal where your ancestors come to visit you, okay? If we don't have an altar set up, they can come, but it's harder for them to find you. When you go to the altar and you sit down, the ancestors are like, oh, they're at the door. Knock, 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 ding dong, okay? So what is your altar space for your creativity? What is your, how have you set up the foundation, the home, for your creative expression? Do you like to craft? Do you have a craft corner? Do you like to sing and dance? Do you have enough space in your little house to dance? Okay, where do you go to get your creative juices flowing? This is a call for you to set that space up so it's not as hard. It doesn't have to be hard if you already set it up. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Okay, I'm called to read prayer to Palestine, Gaza, because Israel is bombing the place. Oh, thank you for saying that. I'll take a moment. The world is hard right now. Oh, thank you, Hita. I love you too. Hola, hermano Cal. I love you too. Mariposas, mariposas, mariposas. Yeah, we called them in. I met you in passing and you looked right at me and said, I see you. You're doing really good. You know you're on the right path. And it made me cry. Oh, good. Good. Yeah, I'm a channel, yo. So that wasn't me. But I'm grateful that it came to you in the perfect time. Hi, Garden Queen. Orale. Lovely to see you all. Love the idea of looking at inverted cards as an invitation. Yes. And, you know, I think... colonialism and the whole witch hunts thing really gave us a lot of fear around stuff as opposed to just looking at it, right? It's like, the death card means you're gonna die. It's like, well, are you confronting your fear of death? Yes, but like, what needs to die so that new life can grow, right? That's like you cut off the dead flowers so the live flowers can. Hi, prima, I love you. Hi, Esperanza Hermosa. Okay, let's see what the Book of Face is saying. That Four of Wands is singing to me right now. Good. Hi, Thea, Gail. I love the hat, Earring, boob, face you thing going on here. Excited to listen. Hi, Bianca. I love you, comadre. Nice to see you. Okay, let's continue with the reading, hermosos. Hi, dije, mama querida, corazón, I love you. I always get excited when Indigimama watches my stuff because I'm her fangirl. She knows it. Don't let it go to your head. Don't let it go to your head. No, it's okay. You can let it go to your head. Okay. Orale pues. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. She's climbing a ladder. Pentacles are all about your material wealth, okay? And this doesn't just mean money. Yes, it means money, but it also means your house. It means your food. It means all the stuff in the material world that takes care of you. And this to me looks like she is climbing a ladder to a fruit tree. So the message coming through for this is recognizing that we need tools for things. Okay, you can't, like, we're not tall enough to reach the tree. And if there's no branches that we can climb, sure, we can try to climb, or we could use a ladder. My mom always has told me, Mija, work smarter, not harder. And I tell my partner that, I tell a lot of people that, and then I have to tell myself that sometimes, where you think you're doing something more easy, but you're just lazy to go get the ladder, right? So this is about, one, using your two tools, and two, looking around you for the things that might seem out of reach. Okay. Queens are also about the like gentle side of ruling, the feminine, more yielding aspects of dominion, of having your dominion, not like the king that's like, do it like this, right? The queen is like, how can we do this? The queen asks questions. The queen yields to the powers that be. Okay. The queen doesn't come in all big dick energy. I'm sorry, that's just what came through. Like, this is how it's going to be. Right? The queen is like, how can we make this be? All right. There's a holding here. There's a holding. There's a taking, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but you're like taking it in. Okay. There's a yielding, so that you can rule from a place of understanding your environment. You're not just going in blind, barking orders. You are going in a receptive place of, how can I make this the most optimal for all involved? So this has to do, I'm getting like, some of you are having car problems. What are all your options? Maybe you can go to a used dealer. Have you tried Craigslist yet? Does your distant cousin-in-law have a car that's just sitting there because she's waiting to sell it for some no sé qué reason, right? Look at options you might not have already been looking at, because there's a lot more that Creator can offer us that we can't even imagine, because the universe is that vast, that big, that great, that grand, that expansive, that we need to give ourselves permission to look up, to look sideways, to look at the ground. Okay. So this is that too. Find your fruit where you can't reach, because you can reach if you use the right tools. She also has her bolsita right here, her little change purse. You also have tools in your pocket, your like go-to things that you take for granted, that are going to be able to help you in this. So for instance, that cousin with that car that you needs a foot rub, and you're really good at foot rubs. Okay, so leverage what you know, leverage what you have, so that you can create the surroundings that you need right now. All right, Pentacles. This is the Three of Pentacles. And this is also really intentional for me, is that we need to also be tending our own gardens, okay? Like, it's easy for us, especially in the age of social media, especially with everything going on, to be like, oh, this person's over here suffering from this, and this person's over here killing the game at this, and what am I doing? But we can't spend our time looking at everybody else's garden and then not take care of our garden, because we're so busy like smelling everybody else's fragrant flowers, while our cute little flowers are dying because we didn't water them. Okay, so this is a very practical tend your garden. What garden is it? Is it your house? Is it your children? Is it your car? Is it your body? This is a big one. Body stuff, right? It's like, oh, so busy wanting that person's boobs, or wanting that person's butt, or whatever, like the society has taught us, right? That we're not just taking time to appreciate the fact that we got up this morning and our body is breathing. Okay? Give thanks to your body for breathing. All right? It does it without you even telling it. Give thanks to your heart for pumping blood throughout your whole body and keeping you alive. It does it without you telling it to. Okay? This is like the simplest little acknowledgement of the life we are stewarding. All right? Threes are also about dance. Let it be fun. Let it be flowy. Like, it doesn't have to be this work. Like, this society has tricked us that we're supposed to like bleed and sweat and work hard for everything we have, because that's what the colonizers always wanted, so that we can like feel guilty about any joy, so they can fucking keep stealing land and resources, right? This is about giving ourselves permission to take, like, let it be good, let it be juicy, let it be vibrant, let it be alive in you, the way you care for yourself and your garden. Yeah. Orale. And this is funny. This is the Three of Materials again. So this is the Three of Pentacles twice. All right. So this is in this card, which is interesting. We've got like these comadres braiding their hair together. This is about recognizing who's with you, who's helping you. What are you entangled in? What are you entrenched in? Whose hair is all up wrapped around your stuff? Okay, this is very interesting for me because I was raised in a bruja lineage, and there's a big deal. Like my grandma used to say, don't let anybody touch your hair, se te hacen mal. And I'd be like, okay, grandma, I won't let anybody touch my hair. So when it comes to hair, specifically when it comes to people touching your hair, from an indigenous standpoint, our hair is like super powerful. I know there are other religions that like don't ever cut their hair because of the power the hair holds. They're like antennas, right? So this card really speaks to me on being very selective about who we keep close and why. All right, even if they're your family member, if they're constantly berating you, making you feel bad, making you uncomfortable, traumatizing you with their pain, like how close do we want that? You know? All right. Any questions? Let's read your remarks. I don't know why I decided to do like little. Beautifully alive. Yes, we are. Your mom too. Don't let anybody touch your hair. Se te hacen mal. Okay, we got a white moon up in here. Hello. Hi, Kendra. I love you. All right, I'm looking at my Facebook. All right. Love, love, love. Hearts, hearts, hearts. Okay, so once again, I'm Eutimia Cruz Montoya. I am a lineage hands-on healer, seer, and traditional Chinese medicine doctor. I do consults and tarot readings online for you. If you're having weird symptoms that you're not satisfied with the Western industrial complex's diagnosis or treatment, I'm that person that can give you another perspective, that can give you tools to help you heal yourself. So the link is in my bio to have a consultation or a personal reading with me. If you benefit from my labor, please throw some money in my Cash App, in my PayPal, in my Venmo. No amount is too small. Eutimia@gmail.com is my PayPal. Eutimia-Montoya, EUTIMIA-MONTOYA is my Venmo. And my Cash App is Muse Medicina. And please keep a lookout. I am also going to be dropping my Birthing Basics class again, starting in September. And that is a Chinese medicine and spiritual view on fertility, pregnancy, birth, and postpartum in a ceremony way as per my upbringing and studies. And every Wednesday on this platform, on Facebook, on Instagram, and soon on YouTube, I'm going to be doing my Wednesday Wellness Holistic Platica. Please submit questions for that. 1 to 2 sentences, no long histories, so I can answer in general as a general practitioner about all of your concerns, health concerns. Yeah, so once again, flow, find your joy. Set up your house, set up your space to experience your joy, to experience your creativity, to experience your inspiration. We need to have a home for our yes, okay? So if it's a little corner in your house that when you go there, you're like, fuck yeah, do it. Remember the tools we need to reach higher, and remember to look in places you wouldn't normally look, and also to not take for granted the things that come very naturally to you. If you're a great cook, leverage that. If you're a great singer, leverage that. If you're a great, I don't know, if you make friendship bracelets, leverage that. Little things that you wouldn't think are valuable, okay? Leverage. And then we have 2 different Threes of Pentacles from 2 different decks. Tend your garden, literally your material garden, your home, your seeds. Don't spend all this time looking at everybody else's Instagram seeds. Tend your own seeds and create what you want to create. And really, really, really know who you're sharing your shit with, because not everybody is here to uplift you, and it might not be their fault. They might not be able to see it, they might not be able to be like, damn, you're doing a good job, because they can't see past their own pain, but it still affects you. Okay, so pay attention to who you're mixing up your hair with, because brujas be knowing you don't just mix up your hair with everybody. Okay. Thank you for joining. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Please share widely. Please support me. And I'll see you next week. Ciao.